Hi guys, we are here with Mike, second place of European Grand Open, and this list, explain us please this deck, Mike.
I was playing the red TERRASAUR deck, so having 4 Reptons is a must. First I just cheap 1 drops to tap the AGGRO strategy, and there are also TERRASAURs, which obviously is the core of the deck.
Speak loud please, because...
Yeah, okay. The other 1 drops are the Rain Eaters.
Yes.
As said, TERRASAURs, they have exactly the same stats, only 3 of them, to make room for other cards. They're still pretty good in the early game and can punch a lot of decks if you have multiple of these. Just go really fast and aggressive. I have 2 Dragon Trooper, which are also no TERRASAURs, but I found them pretty useful as well, since with 2 cores and with their when attacking effect they can get to 5k, which beats the 3k threshold for a lot of removal, but also many cards or many players play around the 3-core threshold by putting the spirits at 4k, so you can even swing over them if you have to block, or they just don't block as well.
Really good.
I have 2 Flamefish. They're more of a defensive card against some other aggressive decks like white aggro, but can also be very good offensively if you can force 1 block and remove the other blocker. It enables you to get an additional attack in, which can win the game sometimes.
Yes.
The best card in my opinion, Dino Man. It's just crazy, it's such a good play. You can use him offensively with 6k for 1 core, or defensively. It basically can stall any early game. There's nothing beats him basically. In the late game it can get a liability, since you only have allowed to have 2 on the field for his effect, but as soon as you have your TERRASAUR King Gun Rex out, you don't really care anymore, since he's big again. Really good turn 1 play if you're not playing against purple. Also Bearded Eagle, Emperor Beast works with King Gigano Rex. It's just a vanilla, but it has really good stats. If you have a free reduction, you can get it out for free, only 2 cores for 5k, which again is another good threshold to have if you are defending or attacking.
Always good.
4 cores for 7 isn't too bad either. Another dinosaur, the Dilophosa. Not blocking is sometimes a drawback, but with 1 core being over the 3k is really huge, and also giving discounts for King Gigano Rex, just a staple in the deck. I have 1 Swordsaurus. I wasn't sure about the card at the beginning when the card was released. I didn't thought it would fit into the deck, because it will always cost 2 at least, and you need to have 2 cores on him to make him somewhat useful. But he's also TERRASAUR, and I found him quite useful in my games today. And I think 1 copy is fine, like 2 copies could work, not more of them, but I think you could also play this deck in a more time of mid-range, then you probably want more of him, but 1 copy was really good. And then we have the boss monster with just King Gun Rex. Yeah, what can I say about it? For 1 core, being level 3, boosting your whole board and getting reduced up to only 2. Yeah, the deck is built around it. It's really strong, really solid. Even if you have your non-TERRASAURs out, you can just remove the cores or attack with them first if they have to block, or use a magic card afterwards, paying with the cores to get rid of them. So he then gets level 3 through his effect. A really cool card, I really like it. And the Confront just can clear so much if they leave some blockers up. And it basically gets over everything. If you have some Nexus, you get 14,000, which is without any boost can be beaten. I have 1 copy of the dual gun. It was mainly against white control. Once they are put up their wall, and if they had 1 life, you can get a swing in. It came. I played it 1 time and it won me the game. So I'm not sure. I think the card is still decent. Depending how much white control you see, you want to have more of them or less. For the Nexuses, I have 2 Scorched Battlefield and 4 Volcanic Canyon.
Oh, this is interesting. Usually is the...
Yeah, often it's the other way around, but having 2 cores on the Scorched Battlefield sometimes feels a little bit pricey. And I found it important to have the right cards instead of just having the cards. And since I'm usually are very aggressive in the beginning and attacking 2-3 times, so they are 3 or 2 lives. So at maximum I can get like 2 draws of this. I mean, if you start with it, it's great, and otherwise it's hard to get value out of it, and your opponent can always prevent it if he just blocks and everything.
Yes.
That's another consideration.
Okay.
The Fear 4 Burning Force, I think they're self-explanatory. Like, it's one of the best cards in the game. Many decks play it. It's just great being able to flash and kill 2 spirits with 3k or less, or just get rid of nexus of important in some matchups.
Really important.
Yeah. What I'm playing as well is 4 Volcanic Break. I found them equally important. People push their spirits to be out of range of Burning Force, and there's still a lot of targets that just hits the 6k, like Aegon level 2 or Medugon level 1, or some cards like the Double-Headed Eagle have a 6k max, so you can hit them with it, and in the flash step it's just a great card. I only have 3 Starblast draws. I see many lists playing 4, but I found that I don't play against purple too much, which is the matchup you most want to see them, and most decks cut down summoning effects, mostly because of this card. So I thought it would be fine just running 3, and in the end I lost 2 times against purple. One time in the Swiss and then in the final. So maybe it should have been 4, but it probably wouldn't have made a difference.
Yeah.
The obligatory.
Not so much.
For ice shields. I mean, most decks want to run them. It helps you stall out turns, and so you can get aggressive and don't die on the backswing from them if they don't block. It's just ice shield.
Ice shield.
And one single copy of Suppression, mainly for the aggressive matchups. It was my main take against White AGGRO, which I didn't play at all and didn't see much in the tournament. But it also is great against TERRASAUR and sometimes Fatal Beasts, and I even play it offensively, like on my turn, when playing against White Control, to counter their suppression, since so my spirit is still higher than theirs. So there are many uses, and I think I like the one-off. I can see 2 of maybe if the meta stays very aggressive. But yeah, that's the main thing.
Let's see speedily the side deck.
Yeah, in the side deck I have 3 more suppressions. Again, just these aggressive matchups. If you have 4 Ice Shield, 4 suppressions, it's really hard for most aggressive decks, since they can't get through. And suppression with King Giganorex is just insane, because you have a 13k blocker that can block every attack. So there's nothing coming out of it. A really great card, coming clutch in every aggressive matchup. 2 Nebula Dragons, the idea being additional threats to Nexuses, and of course killing small units. This card was, I think I didn't side it in one time, because it's quite expensive. It isn't a TERRASAUR, so it doesn't work with the synergy. I still think this card can be good, especially against aggressive matchups like Curse or White AGGRO, but I found it hard to make room for it, and in the end I don't think I played it more time, so that's probably a card that I would change in the future. Feral Slash, just really good. Against Fable Beast, it's insane. Against Curse as well. I didn't see them too often, sadly, when I sided them in. So maybe these 2 should be more Feral Slash, so I can side more in. And Nexus removal for 2 is just insane. Especially if you get it from the burst.
Yes.
I have a 2nd copy of the Dual Gun in my sideboard, again against White Control. There are other matchups I would like to see it, there were some matches where I thought, okay, if I had this guy, I probably would win, but I sided him out, because usually it's not a type of matchup that would work. I have one single copy of Dream Bomb. Just a pretty versatile card. Also kind of flex spot, but I really liked it. It works great against white, it works great against yellow to bounce a Meduga or something. So really happy about it. Probably should be 2 in the sideboard. Every time I drew it, I played it, and it had a good effect on the game. And the last copy is the Countersword. Yeah. It would be in for the Nova matchup, but nobody's playing Nova, so it's kinda only for purple now. It worked good in purple, against purple.
Okay.
But it wasn't the best. Like I will probably keep it as a one-off.
Okay.
All right, that's my list.
Thank you so much and enjoy.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.